Okay, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the property there. We're getting pretty hammered with some snow. Expected 40 centimeters or something like that. Fun. Okay, this is the temporary woodshed, I guess. I keep our firewood and our some other tools in there, like my table saws and stuff like that. Alright. And then back here is our garden area. We've got about a quarter acre cleared here for our gardens. There's our sunchokes and some potato beds for potatoes there. And right here we put in 7 raised garden beds. We had hops, potatoes, watermelons, cantaloupes in those gardens. This one over here, you can't really see it because it's covered in snow. We had acorn squash and butternut squash and all that stuff there. In our main garden right here, we had what do we have? Peppers, beans, carrots, kale, asparagus, basil, oregano, tomatoes, onions, garlic. Yeah, lots of stuff. There's one of our outbuildings there. I use that for lumber storage and gardening tools and stuff like that. And we'll go back here. It's yeah, it's getting pretty snowy here. We've got some bunny tracks, it looks like. Lots of rabbits and coyotes kicking around this year. And back here is our we call it the back field, but it's going to be our orchard. Here's one of our apple trees here. It's estimated to be about 80 years old. We need to trim it back this summer or in the spring, but it produces a ton of apples for us. And right here is our burn pile. We burn any brush or trees that we cut. Oh, Foxby's picking up, guys. Maybe I shouldn't be filming this video. Alright. And back here we have our pet cemetery, I guess, where all our pets who are no longer with us are buried there. A couple of our bat houses and our purple martin house. Oh, I forgot. We have 2 apple trees we planted here. There's one right there. That one did pretty well. It grew about a foot or so, maybe even a bit more. And then there's one right there that didn't do too well, but we might uproot it and plant somewhere else, but we'll see. Yeah, we're in near whiteout conditions. I wouldn't want to be on the highway right now. God forbid I gotta go out, do a rescue or fire call or something. This is my large bat house. It's multi-chambered, has room for female bats to have pups in there. Help with the bat population up here. Yeah, you can barely see anything. Right here is one of our pear trees that we planted this year. It grew about 8 inches, so it's doing really well. Right here we have a crab apple tree. It produces a little bit of fruit, mostly for the coyotes and the fox to eat though. Here's another pear tree. This one did really well. It grew up probably over a foot. You have to remember there's about 6 to 8 inches of snow there too. And over here you won't be able to see them because they're covered in snow. We planted some native Ontario plum trees here. So those are going to produce some pretty tasty fruits in a few years. We have a peach tree here. We think it's a Georgia peach tree. We're not sure what we're going to do with this one because we transplanted it from our old property to this property, and at the old property it got hit by a tractor with a snowblower on the back, and the tree decided to split into two. So we might uproot it, try and get both trees out, and plant them somewhere else on the property. Maybe back here, we'll see. Over there you won't be able to see them because they're covered in snow. Is some native Ontario raspberry bushes, and they grow ridiculously out of control, which is good because we get a lot of fruit, right? Our old, or this is where we have our bonfires and stuff like that. When it's nice out. Back in this part of the property here is a trail that heads over to our neighbor's house, or neighbor's property rather. And when the wife and I were going for a walk out here, we noticed that there's a bunch of pear trees back here. And it's kind of swampy, you can see. But we counted about 13, I think 13 pear trees back here. So we're thinking about coming out here in the spring, bringing chainsaws and some pole saws and stuff, and clearing out a bit of the brush here to let these trees breathe and hopefully produce and grow a little larger. We'll see. I'm not sure what type of pears those are, but they were here when we got here. So look at this. It's beautiful, but holy shit, yeah, snow's coming down. I probably should have the snowshoes on. Some of the snow is about 8 to 10 inches deep. For reference, like, my boots here are 14 inches. They're my old fire boots. Trying to keep this video under 10 minutes because once I hit the 10-minute mark, the camera starts a new file. So a couple oak trees here. They didn't produce any acorns this year, but which is kind of strange, but maybe next year they will, or I guess this year. And here's a prime example of how deep the snow is. Like, yeah, pretty crazy. I've seen worse though. Back here is a trail that heads to our neighbor's property, or one of our neighbors. And it's they've got, I think, 40 or 60 acres or something with a bunch of trails through it. Oh, something's been here recently since I was out here earlier. Huh. It's beautiful back here though. Yeah, so this is where it forks off. Yeah, you can see the footprints here, the tracks. Those are definitely coyotes, and some rabbit tracks. So something tells me the coyote was maybe hungry. Not much more to show back here. But we have oh, I forgot to show, we have a couple maple trees that we found on the property that we didn't know were here. Some sugar maples. So we're going to clear out some of the trees around those so those guys can get nice and big, and you know, maybe we can have some maple syrup eventually. Anyways, I'm going to cut this video now because the 10-minute timer is coming up. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Peace.